All right, getting back to the first vegetable I did up, the celery. As you can see, there's a nice bowl of celery. That's what we're going to get. And what I'm going to do first also is, with all the vegetables you're going to see, is we're going to want to hit them with some salt and pepper. Of course, because, without that, they don't have any flavor. So get a little bit of that going on in there. Mix it up a little bit more later. Okay, you can see that. Then remember the carrots. Okay, same thing. Kind of like rinse and repeat. And, this is some absolutely beautiful vegetables in there. That's your carrots, beautiful carrots. And then probably remember, the onions. You can't forget about the onions, as they say down in Kentucky, or as I think in Norway. I think that's how they say onions. They say it like onions. So we'll get a little bit of that pepper on there, some of that salt, and a little more for good luck. Okay, we'll mix that in. And then we have the escarole, which I just did. And same thing too. Make a little seasoning in on there as well. Because, just so you know, like, it's not about making something peppery or salty. It's about bringing out the taste of everything. Now, one ingredient I'm not going to add any seasoning to, and that's right over here. I just want to show it to you. This is the 15 or 17 bean mix. Now, what you do is, like, if you and of course you can go with canned beans. You can do that. I prefer going with dried beans. And what you do is the night before you soak them in water and put a lot of water in there, because if you don't, it'll easily soak up the water very, very quickly and fastly. And also you notice like how big the beans will grow inside while they're soaking. So as you can say, and the other reason why I like going with this beans is because, like, you can see all the different colors. It's more colorful, so that adds to the soup as well. Makes it more colorful, brighter, and you're going to enjoy it more. Now let's saute off those beautiful vegetables. You can see I have a little bit of olive oil in there. Now remember that that layer of fat I had on the stock? Well, I'm going to put that in here as well, and you can see that smoking. Okay. And let's go with the celery first. Add that in there. Now, we're not looking to cook it all the way through. We're just looking to do it like a par cook, because it is going to be going into the soup, into the stock, and it'll finish cooking in there. But we just want to get we want to give it like a little head start on there. And also the fact that we're sauteing it up in that beautiful fat from the stock, that's going to also give the vegetables a lot of flavor as well. So, yeah. I think you can hear that in YouTube land, which is good. That's what I want to see. It's what I want you to hear. Because, we also eat with our ears as well. Well, not directly with our ear, but we hear. And we hear the sounds of sizzles. And we enjoy that. It's about making food sexy as well. That's what we all want, Yeah! So that's what we all want to see. Oh, yeah. So we'll let that cook a little more. Now, going forward, if anybody has any ideas, suggestions, whatever, or certain things you think I could improve on with my videos, please, by all means, let me know. Criticism, ideas, they're more than welcome. I mean, that's how we grow, people. It's very easy to just put out stuff and everyone's like, everything's good, everything looks great. Yes, sir, no, sir. You don't grow, you don't get better. And criticism, as tough as it may be, things we don't want to hear. Well, that's the only way we get better. Okay, as you can see, it's like starting to change color a little bit. It's going to start getting a little more translucent. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, you can hear some more of that sizzling going on. And now for the carrots. Oh yeah, a little breakup in color too. Getting back to what I was saying earlier, regarding the beans, and just having some different colors in there, it just adds the spice of life. It just makes it prettier. I do this because it's just a great way of sharing the love with people. It's like, it's showing, like, you actually, excuse my language, you actually give a damn. You actually care about what you're doing, what you're making, whether you're cooking for yourself, which is fine, or you're cooking for a loved one or family or a whole group of people. It's like, it's about making a difference. It's something we should all aim for, making a difference in anything in life. And this is something that I take a lot of pride in. It's my passion, my joy, my love, and that's why I do this. Now, carrots being a harder vegetable, it's going to cook a little more than the celery. So we're just going to, oh there. Just let the pan do its magic. Going to add a little more of that fat in there. That's just going to add flavor. And that's about not letting anything go to waste either. So, yeah. Just going to let that cook down. And that's just an important part of the soup as well, the sacred carrots. Very sacred. Onions are next. So, you can see we got the sizzle going on here, and now we're going to add all these beautiful onions right into the pan. Probably the easiest vegetable to cook because there's so much, primarily water. I mean, that's basically the essence of most of all our vegetables, that they're water. And we're just going to stir that around. Get the vegetables coated with that beautiful fat from the stock. Got to add a little more in there, you can see. That'll just melt down right in there. Oh yeah. It's gonna be an amazing soup, everybody. We should get to have some and participate in it. Maybe in the future, if you want to put in a request saying, hey Bob, maybe I'd like to be on an episode, or maybe you say, hey Bob, I'd love to have you come to my house and cook, and that could be arranged too. There's endless possibilities. There's no rules, rhymes or reason, only treason, but we're not talking about treason today. So yeah, there it is. Beautiful onions. That's going to add a lot of nice flavor into the soup as well, being a root vegetable. And onions are very good for you too as well. The one thing I always say about onions is, especially with the digestive system, is they get rid of the demons in us. Exactly, because who wants to have demons? So that's another plus to eating your onions. Make sure you eat your onions. Very, very important.